And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you the game of the week. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way. Looking forward to seeing if that same timing and energy carries over in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Lefty Gomez. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Dansby Swanson stands in.
Good afternoon for Pittsburgh, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
That's outside, and we're underway. That's in there. That's strike one.
One ball, one strike.
Curve in the dirt.
One strike.
Right through there for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Now the number 2 hitter, Bill Mazeroski. Check swing, and he went 0-1. Mazeroski, a former Gold Glove winner, more than 2,000 hits in his career. He joined the team as a free agent. Now a high fly ball out to left center. And Gibson makes the play. And there's one away. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Andre Dawson.
Well, he's just been a consistent and dominant power threat throughout his career. I mean, over 400 career home runs. I mean, that just doesn't happen to an average power hitter. This guy's been elite, and we'll see as he continues if he's going to make it into Cooperstown, into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swung on, belted. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's Mike Trout. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the third and final game of the series. And a swing and a miss down on strikes, and that will end the inning. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Tropicana Field, and on the hill here today, Mike Messina.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Here's the rookie right fielder, Bo Jackson.
The right fielder, Bo.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Outside, and a count even 1-1. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Out to short, Swanson. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap, because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. 2 for 9 so far in the series. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Inside corner for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Jackson gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Josh Gibson stepping in now. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1-0.
Man at first, 1 away. That one the other way. Fair ball. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Willie Stargell next to hit for the Rays. Hit in the air, center field. Dawson should have this one. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job driving that run from third.
And the batter now will be Adam Duvall. Out to short, Swanson. They get the force, and that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head to the second here at Tropicana Field. It's the Rays 1 and the Pirates nothing. And we're back. New inning getting started. Stepping in, Carlos Gonzalez. Gomez back to work. in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And there's the strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one.
Really nice sequence for the quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike 3. And I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count. But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
Rafael Devers in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Out number 2. So digging in, Andre Dawson. Fastball for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And a swing and a miss.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swings over the top of that one. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Rays 1 and the Pirates nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's a big power threat. Mike Schmidt. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That's the ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And there's a ball. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. There's the strike.
3-1.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And there's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes out. You just got to battle.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate with 5 RBIs on 3 hits in the series. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. Perez was driving the offense for them in his last game with 5 RBIs. Schmidt gets his lead at first with nobody out. Run around the move. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. And that's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Man, a 5 RBI game like he had, that's pretty special. I only did that once, but I had 5 hits that day, and it came only 4 days after I had a 4 RBI game. Not trying to toot my horn, but it was a pretty good week.
Ripped on a line, and there's one down.
Batting in, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, lefty, Gomez.
2 on, 1 out. Gomez, the next to hit. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Next offering upstairs.
Pitcher at the plate, obviously no fear in trying to attack this guy. He's just having problems finding the zone.
And there's a strike.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now he'll ask for time and step out of the box. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Cut off, throw to third. And that's the second out of the inning on the force play. Bo Jackson next to hit for the Rays. Reached on an infield single his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. Two aboard, 2 outs. Oh, he gloves it. Throw to second. And very nicely done for the out. So they strand a pair. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Rays 1 and the Pirates nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Just missed. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. Right side. Throw over to Stargell. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Mike Messina, the next Pirate to hit. And that's a little bit high. 1-0.
1-0.
That one missed. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Fought off foul. That misses. And now it's 3-2. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Swanson at the plate and takes high there. Fastball for a strike. And 1-1. And that is out of play. And there's a ball. 2 out, space is empty. Dansby will head back to the dugout after the K. Bucks go down quietly. They trail here 1-0. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. The right-hander back to work. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. And that one fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
The next pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
2 straight.
This one in the air, center field. Dawson in position, makes the catch, and there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder.
And stepping in for the Rays, Josh Gibson. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a breaking ball misses outside. Headed down the line. And that will drop foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Stargell takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. That one outside, and the count is 2-0. And another ball. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batting.
It'll bring up Adam Duvall. He's 0 for 1. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Right through there for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Stargell off of first with 2 away. Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. 1 left for Tampa, but they still lead it 1-0. Start of the 4th at the plate for Pittsburgh, Bill Mazeroski. That one catches the zone, and that's strike 1. That one ripped. And that gets down into the gap. Around first, digging for 2. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Jeff Bagwell, the next Pirate to hit. Fly to left his first time. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Coming home. He'll score and then tie it. In there safely.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's Trout. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Man at second. Now 1-1.
1-1. That's the ball.
Just missed.
You know, these Pirates showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
First and second, no outs. Gonzalez digs in now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
Ball. One ball, one strike.
Now one miss.
One strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Fouled off. He was late.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
First and second here, no outs.
Count full.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Payoff pitch. And they're all loaded up.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
Rafael Devers up to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Up and in, and that's ball one.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And now, Andre Dawson. 0 for 1 so far.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Bases loaded, one away. And the count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
At the belt and fires. Check swing, appeal to first. And he punches him out. He went around. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Carlton Fish. Grounded out his first time. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Next offering upstairs.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Headed towards the corner on the run towards the line. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. All even at 1 apiece. Back after this on the show. Back now in Tampa Bay. Bottom of the 4th. Here's some real power at the plate. Mike Schmidt. And he dodges that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Number 13.
Salvi steps into the box now. He's 0 for 1. Perez goes 6 feet 3 inches, 255 pounds, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering is down low. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball left side. And they get Perez for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. He was walked intentionally his first time. That's in for a strike. Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. Ball one there. Two down, nobody on. And that skips in the dirt. That misses the zone, and now it's filled up 3-2. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So they make short work of him there. On to the top of the 5th we go. All tied 1-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Gomez back to work. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And it's caught for the out.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
So the lineup flips over. Dansby Swanson will hit next. He is struck out and he is walked. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Oh, 2 now as he swings through it.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
And a swing and a miss. With number 9 for him in this game. 9. Bill Mazeroski, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 2. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And ball 1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Swing and a foul straight back. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that is that. Halfway home, all even, one apiece. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up for Tampa Bay, lefty Gomez. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And a foul ball.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. 0-1 now. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Slice the other way and foul. Time called. And down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So the Rays batting order turns over. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Bo Jackson. He's a guy who does it all. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that's in the dirt. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. 0 for 2 in this one. Hit in the air, right field. Trout settles under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they go quietly there. 5 innings complete. All tied 1-1. Back here at Tropicana Field, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jeff Bagwell. And a foul ball. Next offering misses down and away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expecting to add on to that total. And, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Fastball for a strike. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. Say goodbye to that one. And they jump out front. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Now at the plate, Carlos Gonzalez. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
One out, bases empty, and a run in. And we're in the top half of the sixth. And that is in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. One down, base is empty. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Up the middle, Lindor. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. So now the injury forcing a substitution at second base. And on a pinch run for Pittsburgh, Colton Cowser. First and second, one out. Up next for the Pirates, Andre Dawson. That one missed.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Next pitch is outside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That misses. 3-1. Fish waits on deck for Pittsburgh. That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. One runs in. Cut off. Now a throw home. The tag safe. Up by 3. It's 4-1.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
One out. Runner at second. Fish getting ready to hit. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Man at second. In there at the knees. And a count 1-1.
1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Dawson over at second, 1 down. That one a little bit high, and it's 2-2.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
That one not close, and the count's full. headed towards the corner. Grabs it on the run. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Mike Messina, the next Pirate to hit. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. First pitch, and he just misses. Just off the inside edge.
2-0.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1 now. Just missed. Runner at third, 2 away. Way out front for strike 2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 4-1. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And now it's going to be Josh Gibson.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Line drive. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Willie Stargell. In the dirt. Runner at first with no outs here. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 2-0. And a strike in there.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Cowser makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The center fielder, number 14, Adam Duvall.
Here's Adam Duvall. Adam Duvall, a guy that gives them power. He also plays pretty good defense in the outfield. Up the middle, it's through for a hit. The throw in, and he's out.
He's out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
Here's the third baseman, Mike Schmidt. And that's in there for strike one. Nice grab. The throw. Nicely done for the out. The Rays strand just the one, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the seventh, and now the Pirates leadoff man, Dansby Swanson. Well, he's back out there to begin the seventh. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough sixth inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Gets down, base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. Lefty Gomez out of the game, and he had a tough time keeping them in the ball game today. We'll get a new arm when we come back. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Brooks Raley.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now a chance for Bill Mazeroski. That's down and in. Raley, 36 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2009. Swanson aboard here at first with nobody out. Next pitch is downstairs.
2-0.
And downstairs. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He has it. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
This one in the air. Stargell has it sized up. And he makes the catch. One down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell.
Digging in, Jeff Bagwell. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there, even though it's a strike.
There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe. One out, and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball still 0-2. And that one missing low.
1-2.
Next one misses. Ball 2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Count's full.
In the dirt, blocked. One out and a runner at second. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
2 on, 1 out. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a foul out of play. One out. Runners at first and second. Ground ball right side, could be two. And he can't come up with it. And save. Couldn't recover from the misplay. And here is Colton Cowser. Came into the game as a pinch runner. This is his first trip to the plate in this one.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And a strike on the outside edge. One out, bases full. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Near the fence. Stretches out and hauls it in.
No, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
Now it's Devers at the plate. 1 for 3. There's a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Breaking ball misses down and away. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And a count 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Two outs. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Just misses there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Lifted in the air, out to left. And Gibson hauls it in for the out. Pirates leave him loaded as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Back now in Tampa Bay, bottom of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Salvador Perez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Mike Messina is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. On the mound now, Jose A. Ferrer. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Here's Francisco Lindor. A strikeout and a walk. Hit hard on the ground to short. Lindor retire.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Kevin Cash going with a pinch hitter here. Ricky Henderson.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
That's towards center. Dawson has a beat on it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Righty reliever out of the pen, Blake Trinan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now here is Andre Dawson.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, catcher Carlton.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Carlton Fish.
Runner.
Runner on the go. Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. And strike 2.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. Runner on the go. Cut on and miss.
0-1.
Throw, tag, out. What a throw by Salvador Perez.
Kind of a gamble right there. They're trying to stay out of the inning-ending double play possibility, but now 2 outs, and it gets a little tougher to drive in the run from third.
The shortstop takes the ball. Two outs and a runner at third. And we're in the top of the 8th.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Line drive, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Pirates leave 1, but they lead it 4-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Nick Sandlin.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 52, Nick Sandlin.
Now it's the right fielder, Bo Jackson.
The right fielder.
Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Just missed.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
And that drops in for a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Altuve.
And stepping in for the Rays, Jose Altuve. Swing and a ball popped up. Swanson makes the call and the grab.
Now batting, the left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Now up for Tampa Bay, Josh Gibson.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
2 down, nobody on. Ball 1 there. There's the strike at the knees.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3, and they trail it 4-1. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Bill Mazeroski. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
No ball. 1 strike. Ball.
Swings through that one for strike 2. That misses. The count now 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. A sliding stop over to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
And now the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Swing at a ball lifted to center field, coming on Duvall. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Two down, base is empty. Mike Trout, the next Pirate to hit. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. On the ground out to short. Lindor throws to first. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down that time. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Pirates 4, the Rays 1. So they turn to their closer, Cy Young. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. And here's the first baseman, Willie Stargell.
The first baseman, Willie Stargell.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And there's a ball.
2-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Time called now. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Duvall, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
2 straight.
And that's downstairs and outside. The Rays trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. Got him swinging. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Schmidt in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Hard hit left side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Pirates salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Texas Rangers. Let's jump right in with a player who's hit a bit of a rough patch lately. It's been an absolute ice-cold streak, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, but today could be his day to break out of it. A few swings, some luck, and maybe he'll get back on track. It's just about finding that rhythm.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. Today's starting pitcher, number 66.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
All right, ready to get underway. And stepping in for the Rays, Bo Jackson. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one.
Wow, Boog. First pitch of the night, and looks like the strike zone's a little small.
And now the lefty. That's in there. And that's through there for a strike. And a count 1-2. Try to get him to chase on a changeup that time.
Okay.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. First pitch just misses. Altuve measures 5 feet 6 inches, batting second in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That one misses, and that's ball two. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
6 straight outside the strike zone. Nobody out, runner at first. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ricky Henderson. That one misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Now one missed. And there's the automatic. Now he steps out as time is granted. Strike 2.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Center field. Wilson under it. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
There's a swing and a miss.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Jackson at third. Altuve at first. One gone.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And now 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The 2-1. On the ground, could be two. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. Now the Rangers will get their first crack. We're scoreless. Back in Arlington, getting the nod in this one, Rube Foster. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
In the air, left side. Henderson moves under it. One up, one down. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And that's down and away. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early.
Oh, gets dirty. Throws from his knees. And it beats him. What a play.
Just love watching this guy do everything. Swing the bat and make great defensive plays just like that. Remember, he won the Platinum Glove in 2016. You know this guy's the real deal defensively.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Paul Molitor. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Swinging a foul straight back. And that one a little bit high.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing doing for the Rangers. Scoreless after 1. Back at Globe Life Field. Second inning set to go. Now up for Tampa Bay, Mark McGwire.
Well, Boog, he consistently hits the ball hard. His exit velocity and barrel rate near the tops in the league.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fought off foul. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. One away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Mike Schmidt in the box with one away as he takes ball one. And misses inside.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away. Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with two strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with two strikes.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Lifted in the air, right field. And there's two down. And now the catcher for the Rays, Salvador Perez. Just missed.
One ball, no strike.
And another ball.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Runner takes off. Ball misses. Throw, save.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Schmidt at second with two down. That's out to center field. Wilson. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. One left for Tampa. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
And now, Jim Thome.
1-0.
This one in the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That one back there. And Ricky Henderson to grab. Runner tags at second. And he's in there as he tests the arm in left. One away on the flyout.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Moses Lewis.
Now the left fielder, Moses Lewis. Second in the AL in home runs. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Fouled off down the right side. Lewis launched a homer in his most recent game. There's a strike. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone, Boog, from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Out on the drop third strike, 2 gone. And the runner holds.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Preston Wilson stepping in for the Rangers.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
2 outs.
Ball 1.
Swing and a ground ball. Lindor slings it across, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. We played 2 full, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, here we go, top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Rube Foster digging in now. Check swing, but he went too far. 0-1. Check swing, called strike. Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2. In the air, left field, Lyle has this one sized up, reaching for it, and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Bo Jackson next to hit for the Rays. He reached on a walk his first time. Right through there for a strike. Top of the 3rd, no score. Well struck left field. Adios, pelota. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Ripped to short, to first, and they get Altuve for the out.
The left fielder, number 24, Ricky Henderson.
2 down, bases empty. Ricky Henderson, the next to hit. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. 2 outs, bases empty.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they...
This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
The batter, the center fielder, Henderson.
We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
And now Ken Griffey Jr. picks it up with a bare hand, not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Stepping in the long ball threat, Mark McGwire. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one is absolutely belted. And this one looks like trouble. 1 run's in. Around third. In to score from first. 3-0.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So runner at second, 2 down. Schmidt digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's in there. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Man on second, 2 down. Hot shot to third. Sends it across to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Foster back to work. Fouled off left side. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And now 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And 1 gone.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Next to hit, number 66. That's in there. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Ground ball to the right side. And that one handled. A flip to the pitcher covering. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Shortstop, Michael Young.
So the batting order turns over. And now the shortstop, Michael Young. Fly to left his first time. Just missed.
No, that's a ball. 2 balls. No strike.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Two down, nobody on. Fouls one off. 2-2. And a base hit into right center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now the batter now, Ricky Weeks. And that misses. Ball 1. And another ball.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Young, the runner at first with 2 gone. Right side, hard hit. The throw to first.
He's out.
That's out number 3. So 1 hit is all they get. 3 innings complete. Rays 3 and the Rangers nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Francisco Lindor. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Lindor, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Oh, he gloves it.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
So up next, Salvador Perez. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that's in for a strike. One out, base is empty. Hard hit down the line and left. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Now he turns and heads for second. And he's there with a double.
All over that one right there. Really turned on that one down the line, and that's a spot where there's pretty much never going to be a defender, even with the shift on.
Now it's going to be Rube Foster. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Jason Foley getting ready to go. Lee also getting ready. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And downstairs.
Seems like it can be really hard at times for pitchers to throw the ball right down the middle. They're so used to working on the edges, but then you have a guy up like this. He can't hurt you. Just throw it down the middle.
The 2-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Right field, number 16, Bo Jackson.
Here's the Rays' leadoff hitter, Bo Jackson. He's already homered in this game. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Next pitch misses outside, and now it's even 1-1. Out to short. Young with the throw to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Rays strand just the 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back in Arlington, here's the 3rd baseman, Paul Molitor.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Right through there, got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here comes Aaron Judge. Doubled his first time up. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
That's to third, and that chance handled. Judge out on the play.
The first baseman, number 25, Jim Thome.
Up next for the Rangers, Jim Thome. Fly to left his first time. Close, but called a ball. 1-0. Now a screamer into the outfield. Junior brings it in, and that's the third out. 1, 2, 3, go the Rangers. Still down 3-0. Back at Globe Life Field, ready now for the 5th inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Jose Altuve. On the ground, and that's just foul. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
Jose Altuve packs a lot of power in his swing. The ball just explodes off his bat. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ricky Henderson. There's a strike.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. Now that's smacked to right center. Looked to shorten his swing that time, and it pays off. Around first, heading for 2. The throw to second is offline.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Number 66 won't go any further tonight, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Jason Foley will take over here.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. 1 for 2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tags at second, and he's in there as he tests the arm in left. 1 away on the flyout. Now up for Tampa Bay, Mark McGwire.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Ricky, and he scores. And it's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Wastes no time there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Man at first with 1 gone. Next to hit, Mike Schmidt. Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting. First and second, 1 out. Here's Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0. Ball 2. 2-0.
Inside, almost got him.
3-0.
McGwire, the lead runner at second. Schmidt over at first with 1 away. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So they're all loaded up. Perez now at the plate. And there's the strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Still only one out here in the inning. Hit on the ground to short. Over to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Now batting, the pitcher, Foster.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Rube Foster.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Inside, and it's 1-0. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 run across. Now 2 runs score, and it's an 8-run lead. Go ahead, Singy, say it. Helps his cause.
Helps his cause. Get that guy a jacket. He might be standing out there for a little while.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Jason Foley departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher on now, Sandy Alcantara.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Back to the top of the lineup, Bo Jackson will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Wilson puts it away, and that is that. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rays 8 and the Rangers nothing. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3. I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good. Wow. Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Wilson stands in now and watches strike 1.
1 strike.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Molina in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That one's carrying. And it's gone. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 8-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rangers. Jackson Merrill.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boog. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
That one missing inside. Merrill went deep in his most recent game. Hard ground ball, base knock. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 10.
So the Rangers batting order turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Michael Young. The shortstop takes the ball. Merrill off of first with 2 away. Up and in. 2 balls, no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that's a strike. Popped up. That is the inning. Rangers pick up a run here on the solo home run. It's now 8-1. Major League Baseball is on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Dylan Lee. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Number 52, Dylan Lee.
So digging in, Jose Altuve.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Pitch is in there. It's 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Scott Efros, the young right-hander, up and throwing. That one down the line and foul ball. Chases in the dirt, slider there. Gets to it onto first. In time to get him, 1 away in the strikeout.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end, most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
Ricky Henderson next to hit for the Rays. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. Ken Griffey Jr. next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 3. Up the middle, Young. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. Rays held in check here, and it remains an 8-1 game. Well, we go bottom 6. Now here is Ricky Weeks. Foster back to work. And that's in for a strike.
Well, these Rangers being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
And that's a little bit high. 2 balls and a strike. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Goes down looking. Next up for Texas, Paul Molitor. That's in there. 0-1. The Rays up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Popped up. McGuire under it. And makes the grab. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. That one out to right. And that'll get down for a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
So man aboard at the plate. Jim Thome. This one ripped but foul to the right. Here comes the 0-1. And it's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strike.
Runner at second. 2 down. And that one misses up and in. Now 1-2. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Griffey gets under it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Texas. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And that's in for a strike. Lee, 30 years old now, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2016. Next offering is fouled back.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
And he asks for time before the 0-2 pitch. Foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Young on the run, throw to first. In time, got him.
Well, that was a good job to make sure he had a good handle on the baseball to get off a strong throw, and sometimes guys will rush that, and that's the difference. Right there, it ended up being a close play, but he got it.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Rays, Francisco Lindor. Nasty pitch right there. Strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground to the left. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you. Just got to battle.
And now the catcher for the Rays, Salvador Perez. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Man at second.
Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And foul ball. Hit in the air, left field. Lyle moving under this one. He's got it, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The left fielder, Moses Lewis.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Slice down the right side. And the 0-2 from Foster.
Ball.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Next pitch is inside. 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. Henderson going back. Forget it. So he goes yard to left. His 4th home run of the season. It's 8-2. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Preston Wilson stepping in for the Rangers. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is fouled back. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing. Just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
Molina batting with 1 down takes a strike.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rangers. Jose Abreu.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
He swings and fouls one off. And now the 0-1. And that's a little high. Foster comes to the plate. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
Really nice 2-strike pitch right there. Very tempting, but couldn't get the chase.
Swing and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Michael Young, the next to hit. In there for strike 1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Abreu leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That's outside. And the count's even at 2. And there's a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Slice to right and foul ball. Foster kicks and deals. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 8-2. This is Rays baseball on the Show, Florida. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Scott Efros.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Here's the pitcher, Rube Foster. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. And that's fouled off. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. On the ground to third. Gets to it with a slide. Throw sails over his head at first. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
That's a case where he just pushed the throw a little bit, didn't stay on top of it, didn't find the release point, and it gave him no chance at first base to come down with it. I know he won't be happy with himself on that one.
So a man at first. And now the right fielder, Bo Jackson. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Lead runner around second, and it gets by him. Foster coming home. He'll score easily. So a man aboard, Jose Altuve, getting ready to hit. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and it's now 10-2. Ricky Henderson digs in now. And ball one.
1-0.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're in the top of the eighth. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And that one is lifted in the air. Judge getting an angle on it. Hauls it in for the out.
About the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Now Ken Griffey Jr. Just off the inside edge. And another ball.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Pitch misses. 3-1. Man at first, one away. Tap foul at the plate. Time called now before the payoff pitch. Ripped to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Mark McGuire next to hit for the Rays. And it's fouled away. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. So 2 runs on 2 hits, a couple of errors, and 1 left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. Rays 10 and the Rangers 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Ricky Weeks. Foster still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
That one misses, and the count even 1-1. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Junior sizes this one up, puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down.
The right fielder, number 99.
Here is Aaron Judge. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Griffey gets under it. And that is that. We go to the ninth. Now up for Tampa Bay, Mike Schmidt. Efros back to work. Strike one.
0-1.
That's off the mark. 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That misses the zone. 2-2. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Gets to it, on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. And here is Francisco Lindor. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. That'll fire up the dugout. And they add to the lead. It's 11-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Scott Efros done for the night, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Jojo Romero gets the call from the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Base is empty, one away. Salvador Perez now at the plate. Foul ball there. On the ground to third. And they get Perez for the out. And now Rube Foster. Lifted in the air down the left side. Lyle flashes the leather on the run and catch. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The first baseman, Jim Thome.
And first offering is fouled off. And that one is inside. And a big swing and a miss.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Out towards left center. Junior sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now back, left fielder, Moses.
So up next, Moses Lewis. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swings and misses. And now one out remaining for Texas.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Benji Molina. Swing at a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Wilson, the runner at first with two gone. Throw to first, ball game. And the Rays take game one of the series on the road.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start, who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory. But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
11-2 the final tally for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.